30 years ago, 30 plus years ago when Make-A-Wish Wisconsin was founded, 80–90% of the kids with leukemia or certain other kinds of cancers passed away. Today, 80–90% of those children live. So with medical advances, it's incredible. We don't know what the outcomes of these children are. Suffice it to say that they have life-threatening medical conditions that deem them eligible for a wish. And then our duty is to take care of them and to help them dream and have hope, strength, and joy. And one of the things that a wish come true brings is that psychic medicine. It's a different kind than the conventional medicine and all the other important stuff that children have to go through in order to get well. But there's a lot of studies these days on the psychology of not only a wish, but of having hope and strength for the future, to fight for the future. So we don't track how many kids actually make it or don't and how many years out they live. There were a lot of kids who came to our open house recently who brought their families, and they were wish kids 10, 20, 25 years ago. It's heartening. The common denominator is that all these kids have gone through hell. So no matter what the outcome is, these kids have had very difficult childhoods, oftentimes no childhood at all, because they've been in hospitals with surgeries and lots of needles and biopsies and doctor's appointments and all kinds of tough stuff. And so that's where a wish is a different kind of medicine. Everybody always asks me what my favorite wish is. And you know what? They're all my favorite wishes because each child is unique and each wish is unique. Even though maybe 45% of our kids choose some form of Disney wish, Disneyland, Disney Cruise, Disney World, they're all unique because one child might want to go to Harry Potter World and one might want to be a princess, and one could like Belle and one could like Cinderella. And you know, you never know what it is, so every child has a unique wish, and so they're all beautiful and special within his or her own rights and dreams come true. Certainly there are heartbreaking stories, and certainly this isn't your average job where you know, of course we cry, and of course we have empathy and feel for the kids and their families. The story that always stands out in my mind is the young boy that got me involved with Make-A-Wish. He had been the ambassador for Walk for Wishes, and Vince Condella had introduced me to him. His name was Michael Kovnar. And Mikey, we became fast friends. It turned out he was a neighbor of mine. He went to school with my kids and camp, and they knew him. I just didn't know him or his family. And I got to know him over a couple-year period of time when I was working in television. And then when I decided to throw my hat in the ring to see if I could apply for the job and get the job here, he was one of the ones that was coaching me. And he was 13 years old and very mature and uncommon wisdom for a boy that age. But he was the one that gave me inspiration to keep fighting for the job and trying to get it. And because he said he had faith in me that I would take care of the kids in the right way. And I worked hard to do that. Unfortunately, Michael did pass away. It was truly one of the first things I did when I started at my new job was to attend his funeral. And I keep Michael's picture in my office, and to this day I think about him and the legacy he has created always. In fact, he was involved with the Walk for Wishes, and he loved his wish for a basement redo so much that he did fundraising for other kids' wishes, and he wanted to raise at least one wish. And over the years, before he passed away, he ended up granting 5 other children's wishes, raising enough money to do that. And his mother and his sister carry on his legacy to this day. They have Michael's team, and we're talking, you know, they've had this team for 20 years, and they raise funds to grant other children's wishes. That's not an uncommon story either. There are a lot of children and their families kids who are here, kids who have passed, and their families, and they carry on. They realize the power of what their wish meant to them, and they're choosing to give back to make other kids' wishes come true.